Imagine keeping your entire home warm all winter without spending a fortune. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, for many Amish families, it's just everyday life. And here's the kicker, they're doing it without relying on the power grid. In this video, we're revealing the secrets behind this amazing feat. You'll learn why your home's layout might be costing you big bucks on heating bills, and how small changes could save you serious money. Get ready for some surprising tricks that'll change how you think about heating your home, and just wait until you see the first method we're about to show you. It's a game changer, the Rocket Mass Heater, nature's sports car. Picture this. It's freezing outside, but you're cozy inside. The secret? A pile of twigs and a heating system that's super efficient. Welcome to the world of the Rocket Mass Heater, an Amish invention that's changing how we heat our homes. You might think, a pile of twigs? No way that'll keep me warm. But here's the cool part. This smart design uses way less wood than normal fireplaces. It sounds crazy, but it's true. The Rocket Mass Heater isn't like your old fireplace. It has a super hot fire chamber and a big heat-storing mass. The fire gets so hot, it turns almost all the wood into heat, not smoke. How? With a special chamber that makes the fire incredibly hot. The real magic is in the heat-storing mass. It's like a big heat battery. It soaks up all that heat and slowly lets it out over time. So, a small bunch of wood can keep a big house warm for up to a whole day. How does it compare to your current heating? Well, a regular fireplace is basically just a hole in your wall that lets heat escape. A wood stove is better, but still not as good. The Rocket Mass Heater is like the champion of heating. It's efficient, powerful, and keeps working for a long time. It's got some cool extras too. Many designs have a flat top where you can heat water or cook food. It's like getting a stove and a heater in one. Before you get too excited, remember that setting up a Rocket Mass Heater takes some work. It's not something you can do in a weekend, but the benefits are pretty awesome. You'll save a lot on fuel and have a warm home all winter. But the Rocket Mass Heater isn't the only clever heating trick the Amish use. The Marathon Runner, coal stoves that never quit. Imagine a heater that runs for 24 hours on a single load. This isn't some sci-fi invention. It's the Amish coal stove, quietly working away in basements. These stoves are reliable workhorses, keeping homes warm around the clock. You might wonder how a basement stove heats a whole house. It's all about smart design. Warm air rises through carefully planned vents, spreading heat throughout the home. The Amish have a clever trick too. They put water near these vents. As it evaporates, it helps carry heat further, like a simple humidifier. It's almost like they've made their own indoor weather system. Now let's talk about money. Hold on to your hat, because this might shock you. A ton of coal, costing about $150, can heat an Amish home for a month. That's less than many of us spend on coffee in a week. These stoves aren't just cheap to run, they last forever. Some Amish families have used the same stove for generations. It's like the slow and steady winner of the heating world. You might be wondering how these stoves give such steady heat. Here's the secret. Coal burns evenly. Unlike wood fires that go up and down, coal keeps things stable. It's like having a dependable friend always there to keep you warm, but it's not all perfect. Coal stoves have downsides. They're expensive up front, costing $1,500 to $3,000. And coal dust is a pain to deal with. But the Amish have figured out how to manage these issues over time. So next time your heating bill makes you wince, think about the Amish and their coal stoves. Sometimes the old ways really are the best ways. Lighting that warms. The double-duty gas lamps. What if your lights could keep you warm? In Amish homes, it's just another Tuesday night. These clever folks have figured out how to make their lights do double duty. Not just brightening rooms, but heating them too. Let's talk about these gas-powered lights. We're not talking about regular table lamps. Picture gas sconces on the walls all around the house. They run on propane or natural gas, which fits perfectly with how the Amish like to keep things simple and efficient. Here's the cool part. These lamps can make a room 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit warmer. When it's freezing outside, that little bit of extra warmth can make a big difference. Imagine stepping into an Amish living room on a cold winter night. The gas lamps give off a warm, cozy glow. But there's more to it than just looks. As you sit down, you feel the gentle heat coming from these lights. It's like having a bunch of small fancy heaters all over the room. The Amish have basically turned their whole house into one big heating system. This is where the Amish really show how smart they are. These lamps aren't just for warmth, they're super efficient too. You need lights anyway, so why not have them heat the place at the same time? It's this kind of practical thinking that makes the Amish so good at living sustainably. When it gets really cold, Amish families have a trick. They all hang out in rooms with lots of these gas lights. It creates a warm, cozy space. It's like sitting around a campfire, but indoors and without the smoke. Let's talk about money for a second. One of these gas lamps usually costs about $15 to $20 a month to run. That covers both light and heat. Pretty amazing, right? But there's more to how the Amish stay warm. It's all about how they build their houses. They design them from the ground up to keep heat in. So, let's take a look at how Amish houses are built to stay toasty, even on the coldest nights. Architectural wisdom. Designing for warmth. Ever wondered why some rooms in your house feel cozy while others feel like a freezer? The Amish have figured it out, and it's all about smart design. They've mastered building homes that almost heat themselves. You might think, I can't rebuild my whole house. But here's the thing, Amish home design principles are simpler than you'd expect, and they can really cut your heating bills. Let's start with the layout. Amish homes are like a puzzle, with rooms placed to maximize heat flow. They create a heat highway that keeps warmth moving around. It's like turning the whole house into one big, warm blanket. Windows play a big role too. Amish homes make the most of south-facing windows, using them like solar panels. In winter, these windows become natural heaters, giving you free warmth from the sun. Now, about ceilings. Most modern homes have high ceilings, which look nice but waste heat. The Amish do the opposite with low ceilings. It might sound cramped, but it's smart. The warm air stays where you need it, at your level. The Amish also use something called heat hierarchy. Think of it as a heat map for your house. Living rooms and bedrooms stay toasty, while other spaces can be cooler. It's about putting heat where you spend the most time. You might wonder if all this is worth it. Well, Amish heating bills are way lower than average. Your wallet will thank you. There's one more Amish heating trick: smart material choices. They use stuff that works like a heat battery, soaking up warmth during the day and letting it out at night. It's like having a built-in heater that doesn't need power. All these methods work together to make Amish homes super efficient at staying warm. The best part? You can use many of these ideas in your own home. So next time you're cold in your living room, think about trying some Amish heating tricks. They might just solve your heating problems. The Amish have shown us some amazing ways to keep warm without modern tech. These aren't old-fashioned tricks. They're smart solutions that could change how we think about heating our homes. Let's look at how you can use these ideas. First, think about adding thermal mass to your home. Could you put some heavy materials like stone or brick in your living space? They soak up heat during the day and let it out slowly at night, keeping things cozy. Next, check your windows. Are they catching enough sunlight? You might be missing out on free warmth. Try moving your furniture around to make the most of that natural heat. What about your heat source? A big wood or coal stove might not work for everyone, but you could look into things like pellet stoves or a small rocket mass heater for a workshop or garage. The main idea is to rethink how we heat our homes. Instead of just turning up the heat, find ways to work with nature and use resources better. It might take some trial and error, but it could really pay off, saving you money and helping the environment. So why not give it a shot? Start with one small change and see what happens. You might end up cozier than ever while using less energy. Who knows? Your neighbors might start asking for tips on your Amish-inspired modern-day heating setup.